What advice would you give for these players here today?
They're here for exposure. I think that's the main thing. Naturally, what North Pole Hoops is exposure. In order to get that, I feel like the players have to play to their strengths. They can't come out here and experiment. They got to come out here and show what they do. At the next level, everyone's a role player.
Instead of understanding that the tenacity in defense, the mentality of defense, the mental, approach that they need to have is a more tough-mindedness.
Right.
And they have to be fiercely ready to compete.
Play the right way. A lot of the kids here, they think that they got to be flashy and make home run plays. But if you just do the right thing and get the job done, you play as a team and you're vocal and you're a leader, those things go a long way. And that's what I like the most.
Be a student of the game. Constantly ask questions of coaches, and seek out good basketball minds, great basketball minds, and find knowledge, whatever knowledge you can obtain. Be a student.
So how do you separate yourself? You separate yourself by having a routine. Now, by having a routine, that means every morning you wake up at a certain hour. You have a regimen in terms of your eating schedule. When am I taking in my protein? How many fluids am I putting into my system? That's all a part of being a student athlete.
Nutrition. Listen, I could spend years talking about this because in my opinion, this is far more important than your jump shot and your layup abilities. Because at the end of the day, what you put into your mouth on a regular basis will dictate your performance in the classroom and on the court. If you eat like crap, you will play like crap.
It's been a good camp, another one. This is probably the 15th camp I think I've worked for them, and talent level's high. The coaching is good. Kids are working right now. People are getting better. Information is being shared, so it's another good weekend.
That makes a huge difference outside of your feet is your hands, right? Guys play defense with their hands down here. When I was shooting or trying to pass the basketball and your hands were down, I could see everything.
What advice would you give to these young players today?
Just take everything you learn and write it down and study it. Absorb it. There's good players here. There's good coaches. That's the best way to get better, is to study the game and really be honest with yourself. And we've talked to them about that, so hopefully they do it.
Do what you do, right? Don't do too much. Don't try and be a hero. Do what you do. Everyone has an identity as a player, right? If you're a point guard, your thing may be being vocal, getting in the lane, making good passes, crisp passes, knocking down shots, not forcing shots. That's your identity as a player. You stick to that. If you do that, you're never going to fail because that's who you are.